Hey, it's Russ. So this video is covering the exact steps I took to beat back pain and get back to weightlifting. I also managed to get back to playing rugby and pretty much getting on with my life. I'm 38 now, if you don't already know my story from the channel, and I'm squatting and deadlifting like 150-ish at the moment. I'm looking to ramp that up a bit soon to maybe double my body weight, and I'm actually surpassing my 23-year-old self before I'd had any of my injuries, including my back pain. I've also had a fractured knee, ruptured bicep and dislocated shoulder. I'm actually beating my 23 uninjured self with some of what I'm doing now. And in this video, I want to share with you the exact steps I took to get from sneezing being an issue at 27. I couldn't even train upper body because I was struggling to get the weights I wanted off the rack to use them for upper body, back to deadlifting and squatting again. And there's a few stages to this. So number one, the fundamental change that I made that made this significant difference to me was I got consistent with Pilates. Obviously I'm a Pilates instructor now, but I haven't always been a Pilates instructor. I was an insurance broker for 14 years, so this will more so help those desk-based weight trainers and sports people as well. But I actually left my career because it helped me that much. So I got consistent with once a week, a 1 hour session with an instructor with a modern, contemporary approach to Pilates, which is slow, controlled, strong, exercises tailored to mixed ability, offering lower levels, which work great if you are in pain at the moment, and then gradually progressing. This will give you a foundation of strength and mobility and core strength, spinal mobility, hip mobility, that's just going to make you feel a whole lot better and solve the majority of back pain issues. In addition to my hour session per week, I kind of contrived really. I found which exercises work best for me. They actually were originally the ones that I found the most challenging, a lot of balance and lunging work and that sort of thing. And I created a 20-minute mobility, Pilates-based mobility warm-up that I used before every weight training session or before I was playing rugby and that sort of thing, which I would do 3 or 4 times a week on top of the 1 hour session. So it's one longer session a week and then 3 plus shorter 20-ish minute sessions. For me, this was already game-changing and had a hugely positive impact on my general mobility, how flexible I was and mobile I was through my spine, my core strength, my ability to brace when I'm doing things like squats and deadlifts, and also just the really good quality movement when I was doing those things which previously I struggled with. So that's what Pilates gave me, and the way that I work with people is there's several factors to it. There's also the lifestyle elements which are really, really crucial when dealing with back pain as well, and definitely shouldn't be overlooked. Pilates actually helped me handle a few of those lifestyle aspects. So I look at 5 pillars of health and overcoming pain, which is active lifestyle. If you already have an active lifestyle outside of work, it might mean that you need to get more active during your working day if you are stuck to a desk or driving or something like that. And it's building movement into your day. If you're not active, you need to get active. Even if your back hurts at the moment, you're going to have to build some activity into the day to start to feel better. A few days for a flare-up to settle down, but then you want to be getting active again. The next pillar is going to be your nutrition. So basically not eating crap that is going to create more inflammation and pain, affect your sleep, affect your mood and things like that, and your energy levels, because that's all going to have a negative impact on your pain levels. So having a good balanced diet, keeping it simple in simple terms, and avoiding processed rubbish that's going to cause inflammation. The third element is hydration, absolutely crucial for overcoming back pain and for your general health and well-being. But if you are dehydrated, then you actually have moisture pulled away from your structures like your spine and supporting structures, the fluid in between your joints, that sort of thing. And also you will reduce inflammation in the body. So being hydrated is absolutely crucial. Sleep. Probably the biggest thing, aside from being active, I found was improving sleep. Getting better sleep reduces inflammation in the body, helps your body recover. If you get less sleep, you're more sensitive to pain. There's a whole load of other stuff I could talk to you about on sleep, but it's absolutely crucial to improve sleep if you're not getting good sleep already. In addition to that, stress management. So if you do deal with highly stressful, emotionally stressful situations, this often exacerbates and increases, again, pain sensitivity, and can actually create pain from holding tension in the body. So handling stressful situations, normally the way that I find is best for this is exercise. So those are the 5 kind of key things: active lifestyle, nutrition, hydration, sleep, and stress management. And I kind of cleaned up a few of those just by starting Pilates, because I found it helped me deal with stressful situations. We don't meditate in Pilates, but you just do slow controlled exercises and you use your breathing to control your tempo and activate your core a little bit more. Just like you would in weight training if you're lifting heavy like deadlifts and squats, it's kind of similar thing. So that helps you deal with stress, and obviously being active helps with stress as well. Doing this kind of exercise also helps you sleep better, so it has a very positive impact on your sleep. Pilates gives you a lot of little exercises that you can do that know you're going to make you feel better throughout your working day. So if you do work at a desk or driving or even a physical job, some of the stuff that we'll do in Pilates you'll really you'll be able to integrate into everyday life to keep you active through the day and help you feel better. The kind of two elements to this so far then have been just getting cracking with your Pilates, a regular session and then some short sessions. Then it's your 5 pillars of health, and just assess whether any of those need attention and things that you can do to improve those. I can help you with that. If you need any advice, please give me a shout. The last element to getting lifting again basically takes a lot of patience, but it's standard progressive overload principles here. So basically what I did when we came out of COVID, and we'd had a kid during lockdown, and I fully ruptured my bicep just before lockdown, and I didn't get any physio because it was COVID excuse. And so I basically tried to rehab it through the summer myself. I didn't get any heavy weights or anything. So I was back in the gym and I was literally deadlifting about 20 kilos. I had a 10 kilo bar with 5 kilos a side. So the program that I used was the Strong Lifts 5x5 program, which was a lot of squats, and then the other exercise vary, and it's all compounds. So it's the ones that are going to make you the strongest and have a massively beneficial impact on your general core strength, your whole body strength, and it's going to help your back loads. Now the difficulty with this is we apply progressive overload, you must keep increasing the weight gradually over a period of time, bit by bit by bit. So I started with that really, really low weight, for example with the deadlifts. I think squats I started at something like 50 kilos, and I just did my 5 sets of 5. To begin with, it was very, very quick, it was very, very easy. I felt like I wasn't working very hard, but within a few weeks it was starting to get more intense, it was starting to get much harder work. And the principle progressive overload is you just continuously increase the load every session that you achieve your 5 sets of 5. So with my deadlifts, 20 kilos, 5 sets of 5, next session, extra 2.5 kilos, 22.5 kilos, 5 sets of 5, next session, 25 kilos, 5x5, you've got to be dead patient with it. If it feels good and it's feeling easy, don't think, right, I'm just going to chuck an extra 20 kilos on. That is how you tend to end up injuring yourself or having a relapse and a re-flare up of your back pain. So it's about being dead, like really, really patient. Start low and just keep going in and going through it, because remember, you've not been doing anything probably because of this, or if you've been doing other activity that isn't hurting like swimming and stuff, cycling, keep doing that, but do this as well and just slowly build up until you're starting to get challenged. Once it starts to get a bit heavier and you're being challenged, that's where you don't increase the increments every session. You'll increase the increments if you achieve the exercise 3 times in a row, then increase by just 2.5 kilos, okay? So it's just gradual increase. If you get the Strong Lifts 5x5 app, which I use, it actually just tells you, you set your start weight, you need to just check that you're really comfortable, and it's actually quite easy to begin with, and you're just looking at that progressive overload over a period of time, slow, steady increase, being totally patient, not caring what anyone else in the gym actually thinks about the fact you're lifting really light weights maybe, when you might have been lifting pretty heavy weights. By applying that progressive overload and just gradually teaching your body to do it again, you're much less likely to get injured and have flare-ups, and you will get stronger very, very quickly. So just to summarize the exact steps I took to overcome my back pain, I addressed my sort of core strength, mobility and back pain by initially getting consistent with Pilates, 1 hour long session a week, and then a minimum of 3 20-ish minute sessions, mainly used as a warm-up. Then through doing that, I actually addressed where I was lacking in my probably in my 5 pillars of health, well-being and pain management, which I was already pretty good with my hydration and my nutrition, and I was pretty active, but obviously I built in the Pilates and then moving throughout the day, and then I've improved my sleep and my stress management as well. So those things have improved and addressed those pillars of health, and then I've gone back to the gym, started really light, absolutely patient, and just gradually applied the principle of progressive overload on the 5x5 training with all the compound lifts, and I've just got stronger and stronger and stronger. So I really hope that this video will help somebody who is either trying to get back to weight training or sport or whatever it might be and is struggling with their backs at the moment. A few things that you need to change, but you can definitely beat it, you can definitely get there. It turned out that from my scan when I was 27, the condition of my S1L5, the low bearing disc there, at 27 they said was in the condition of a 50-year-old manual labourer. This cannot be repaired, but I was told to avoid, like, not play rugby, not lift weights, definitely don't do any deadlifts, and don't run on the road at 27. I'm now 38, I've been doing all of those things and I feel better than I've ever felt, really. So have faith that if you're working through this now, you are going to be able to see it through. A lot of these principles are going to help with other things other than back pain. I've recently had a knee issue and I've applied progressive overload to 5x5. I've dropped the weight down to a nice manageable weight that didn't hurt, and I've just gradually, slowly, patiently increased whilst doing a few other things that are going to help me with knee issues through Pilates. And already, you know, that is feeling good and I'm almost back where I was previously, and I'm now looking to surpass that. So yeah, I'm hoping this helps you, motivates you, and gives you some hope that you will be able to beat it. If you found this helpful, please subscribe. There's a load of information that I've just kind of been through in the description. If you want an idea for a spinal hip mobilizer that I use sometimes before going to weight train, then this video here or here is going to be a great one to use. So it's just on the channel. Just go and, you know, use that to get yourself warmed up. And my details are in the description. If you just want to drop me a WhatsApp or an email, feel free to get in touch with me and I'll be absolutely over the moon to just give you some pointers and some advice. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.